If you have any questions or need one-on-one training or some custom files made for you, this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out via email. You can text me. You could even give me a call. I'd be happy to answer questions or give you more details on the one-on-one training we offer, and as well as if you need custom files made until you are up to speed on how to make them yourself, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you with that as well. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at creating the artwork for a 3D printed school bus can opener. This was a request on one of the groups I belong to, so I thought, well, why not just go ahead and make it. So we're going to be using Inkscape to create our artwork, and then once we've created our artwork, we'll pop over to our slicer to actually create our 3D model. And when you see how this workflow works, you'll see it is really quite easy. So let's go ahead and import the artwork we're going to use for this example. There's our school bus. We'll go ahead and open it up and click OK. So there's our school bus. Now the first thing I think I'll do is go ahead and resize the school bus to the actual finished size, which in this case, I think we're going to do about 67. We do want to have that little lock selected, so when I change the width, the height's automatically changed. So there is our finished size of our piece, give or take. And then what we're going to do is we're going to right click and choose Trace Bitmap. And I always use, if I can, I always use this brightness cutoff mode because I feel like it gives us the best results. And I'm happy with this result, so we'll go ahead and hit apply. And then we will come over here and we'll turn off that particular version of it and go back to our image here and right click and Trace Bitmap again. Now this time what we have to do is adjust our slider. And what I want to do is adjust our slider till we get the black silhouette of our school bus. You see that? So now we can go ahead and hit apply. And now we have that. So we'll go back to our layers here. Let's turn off our image. Don't need that right now. So this is what we have now. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to go in and I need to cut off my mirrors and cut off my bumper. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is we're just going to go in and you see we've got some little black remnants here. I'm not particularly happy with that. We could do better than that. So let's turn back on our image. Let's go and do the trace bitmap again, but let's bump up our threshold just a little bit here. And that will get rid of all those little pinholes. We'll do that again and you can see, yeah, perfect. So just be mindful of that. We can make those little minor adjustments. All right, so now I'm happy with my artwork, but yes, we need to cut the mirrors off, cut the bumper off because we're going to be doing something different here. So we're going to grab our B key, which is our pen tool, and we're going to click way out here, and we'll come in here and click right there. We'll come down here and click right there, and you can see now we have a path. Now I'm going to get rid of the fill here just by left clicking, and now we just have our stroke. All right, now sometimes you may not have anything. It may look like that, okay? And that's because there is no stroke applied now, but if I shift click, now we do have a stroke applied. And then we can go over here to our stroke tool if necessary and change the thickness of our stroke if it's too wide or too thin, okay? But in this case, it'll be fine just the way it is. So now what I need to do is come over here, hold my shift key and click over here. And then we'll just click right here on the edge of the bus, come down here, we'll click on this edge, right click. Okay, so now we have one single path here and one path over here. Now I'm going to delete this. I want to show you another option here. So if I select this path and if I hold my shift key down when I create my first click here and do the same thing I just did, instead of creating a new path, it's going to add to this path. You see how I now have this new stroke here, but my path did not change. And that's significant because now we can shift select our bus, control /, and now our mirrors are now separate. How fun is that? All right, so now what we need to do is cut the bumper off the same way. Hit the B key on our keyboard, click, and click, and click, and click, and right click, and then shift click, and control /. And now our bumpers and tires are gone. And that's what we wanted, okay? We're not going to need the school bus text either, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. We can double click and get rid of those pieces. Very good. And let's look. So all we have is our headlights, and shift click our black piece here, and let's go ahead and do Control K. And now we brought those back. Control K is combined. So now you can see we don't actually need those at all. So we get rid of them. So now we're left with just that. So this is all one piece, and let's go ahead and make it yellow. And that's where we're at so far, okay? So let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's call this school bus. And then we can turn that off. And then we'll turn back on our other path here and take a look at what we need to do there. All right. So what do we need to do here on this one? Well, first of all, we need to break all this apart into individual pieces. So we need to go to Path and Break Apart. And then on the school bus here, let's select all of it and Control K, combine all those pieces together, and let's just call this text. Now what my thought was, instead of school bus, to either put the bus number or the bus driver's name. That's what my thought process was, but you could do whatever you want. So I'm selecting all of these. Select this one, shift select this one, this one, this one. Shift selecting adds to the current selection, and we're going to hit Control plus, which will combine all those pieces into one, and we'll make them whatever color we want. In this case, we're going to use red, and let's call these our flashers. Okay, so that's our flashers. All right, so then we go ahead and select all the parts of our grill, Control plus. Let's call that grill. And then what do we want to do next? Now next what I want to do is I want to cut my bumper separate from my tires. And I want to do that because when we get over to our slicer to make our 3D model, I want to do something a little bit different over there. So all we have to do is select the part and B. So we're going to go there, we're going to go there, we're going to go right there, and right click. And now we have that. And so we'll get rid of our fill. So we have just our stroke. Okay, and then we will shift click our bumper and Control /, and that will cut our tires from the bumper. So we'll select our two tires, shift click, Control plus, and let's call that tires. And is this our bumper? Can't tell. Yes, that's our bumper. Bumper. Okay. So now the only thing left to do is to work with our mirrors. And I want to do something a little bit different here. So I'll show you what we're going to do there. So first of all, let's take our two mirrors and bring those together. Control plus. Those are now one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to separate the mirror from the mirror bracket. All right. So to do that, we're going to hit the B key on our keyboard. That's our pen tool. And we're just going to click and click and click and right click. Now here, before we make our next line, shift click and then click. And we only have to hold the shift for the first click, okay? And you can see now it's added to path 102. So watch, shift click, click, and then it's added to. See? It's added to that path. So shift click, okay, so now we have all those lines cut where we want to make our cut. So let's go ahead and shift click our mirror now. And then, yes, we're going to Control /. And now our mirrors will be separated from our bracket. So we'll take our two mirror pieces, Control plus, and call those mirrors. And then we'll take our bracket and our brackets and Control plus, and we'll call it mirror bracket. Okay, so now that's taken care of. It looks like everything is named and we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and turn on our school bus. And yeah, isn't that fun? All right, so now we have all of our artwork made. Now what we're going to do is we have to group all this together. So we're going to group it together, duplicate the group, and then on the background group, let's just give it a bold, wacky color. Okay, so I just clicked on one of these colored squares, and then we're going to come up here to path effects, and we're going to apply an offset path effect. Now I don't know how much will be the ultimate, but let's do 3. Let's start with 3, see if that's crazy. It's a little crazy. It's a little bit more than I want. So let's back that up to, let's try half of that. 1.5. Okay, I'm settling in the middle. I'm going to go with 2. Obviously, you can do with, whatever size you want, but I'm going to settle at 2. Okay. So now with that taken care of, we can go to path and object to path, and then we'll go to, now over here we have a group. So we're going to actually undo the group. Okay, so you see we have all those pieces, and then we're just going to do path and union. Okay, and now this becomes our backplate. And then let's ungroup our group. And let's just change the backplate here to something like a light gray. It's really going to be white when we go to print, but for this, we'll just do light gray just so we can see it. All right, so now what I want to do is all these interior white pieces I need to get rid of. So we'll go to path and break apart. That gets rid of all those, and then we'll do path, and you can see we have lots of paths. So we'll do path and union. Now we're just back to 1 again, and that is in fact our backplate. Okay, let's go ahead and save our work here. So Control S, and we'll call it School Can, and save. All right, so now we have created everything that we need to create on the artwork side of things. And the one thing I do want to point out is the order that we have everything from starting from the bottom and working our way towards the top will be exactly opposite in your slicer. So when we import this SVG that we just created, the order is backwards. And that could be useful for us when we get into our slicer. In this case, we're going into Bamboo Studio to actually create our 3D model. Okay, so that's it for this one. Let's jump over to our Bamboo Studio and turn this into a 3D model. If you have any questions or need one-on-one training or some custom files made for you, this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out via email. You can text me. You could even give me a call. I'd be happy to answer questions or give you more details on the one-on-one training we offer, and as well as if you need custom files made until you are up to speed on how to make them yourself, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you with that as well.